So I will be giving you my studying hacks and tips. There are many tips you can use to help you study any subject. And for chemistry, I think it's really crucial to understand that chemistry is a really challenging subject. It is difficult and there are a lot of things that you need to learn. It's really important to develop good studying technique. We can spend hours and hours studying a single concept and it still might not go through our heads. So during these 2 years, I think I definitely made a lot of mistakes. So the mistakes I used to make were spending hours rewriting my notes. Now, for a lot of people, that may help, but for me, it really didn't. I think I spent too long trying to memorize chunks of text and chunks of information rather than trying to learn it. So there's a massive difference in trying to memorize something and trying to learn something. You need to remember you're doing this degree because you enjoy it, you want to do it. So while learning the content, make sure you try and learn the content to enjoy it, to see why you enjoy it, You're trying to develop a new passion. Another thing I do is, spend hours revising a certain day and then the next day not do anything, and then spend another day doing hours of revision and then another day not doing anything at all. You're leaving gaps between your learning, so your brain needs to repeat things to learn. Missing days and having gaps between your studying sessions can be really detrimental, and I've experienced it myself. So now I will give you my studying hacks and tips. The first important tip I have is study little and often. Now, this is mainly talking about the beginning, once you've done your lectures and come home. I think doing a little bit of work every day but often really makes a massive impact, and it's because I would do it every day, so I kept that pattern up until exam season began, just so I could repeat little things every day. So for example, if there's a certain mechanism I'm just not understanding, I'll repeat it again and again and again till it comes like second nature to me, and that's really helped me during my studies to learn difficult concepts. So another tip I have is you'll need to learn a lot of different mechanisms for organic chemistry. So having a whiteboard will help you write mechanisms repeatedly and see the mistakes you make. During chemistry, you'll need to learn how to draw different structures and different reactions and mechanisms. Another tip I have is do not spend hours reading and highlighting your textbook. You can spend hours reading and highlighting, but your brain can only take in so much information. So I don't know, if you're learning about organometallic reactions, which you'll learn about, skim through the text, have a look, try and get the main concepts in your head. You also have the lecture slides, have that up, and then open up a YouTube video. Me, I need different sources of information to learn, as well as lectures, which are really good. You do have the lecture videos recorded, and you could use both of them simultaneously. It's really important that you use different sources of revision to help change it up and switch it up for you every day, because doing the same thing again and again can be really boring. There are a lot of free YouTube videos online. The top ones I recommend are My Organic Tutor and Khan Academy. They cover concepts really well, and it's just so you can get your head around the concept, not to exhaustively use it to learn. And my last tip will be to create a mistakes book. Now, this might sound a little random, and might sound like it's a waste of time, but for me it's helped a lot. This is because I think when you do chemistry, there may be things that you repeatedly do and repeatedly make mistakes on, and it might be a reason why you score really low in a certain exam or don't do so well in a particular type of question. So I'd write a mistakes book and write what the mistake was and have that open while I was attempting exam questions. That helped me quite a lot. Especially towards the end of first year, to stop making these mistakes, because then you'd be like, that was what I did wrong, and then not repeat it again. And once you've stopped doing that error, you can just cross it out. Chemistry is about minimizing errors at the end of the day. Whenever we do practicals, we're hoping we don't get an unwanted result, but it can happen. But what's important is you repeat the experiment again and again until you get the product you want. Same way with revising. Repeat different methods, see what works for you, change it up, switch it up, and hopefully you'll find the best studying tip that helps you. These were my top 3. Each learner is different, each student is different, but I hope one of these tips do help you, and good luck with your studies.